Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Steven with Freeze Peach Gaming, and today I'm taking a look at the Expanse teaser for Season 6. I am quite the fan of this series. I even enjoyed Season 5 that a lot of people have shit-talked over the years, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. People are saying... I've heard things like it's glorifying communism and the like, but I disagree. I think that it actually paints communism in a pretty bad light. These people are talking about how wonderful it is to have their workers' revolution, but then they actually wind up having to do some really shit things to get it done. So I think that really displays it properly and does it well. But either way, let's hop right into this. Let me get my headphones on. All right.
Everyone brace!
We're broken. Trying desperately to keep ourselves going by pretending we're not.
All right, so we have a pretty basic setup here, you know, everything. You've got to start on a low throughout the season and then work your way to build up until you get to the climax. So it seems like that's probably an early look at them in a low spot again.
We must remember the lives we've lost, the pain we've suffered. Because with every new attack,
Ooh, looks like there's going to be another attack on Earth. Let's go back just a second. Yeah, right there you can see it looks like there's another comet coming down. And I have a helper kitty. Oh, kitty, don't push the microphone out. Yeah. Yeah, there's comet or a meteor coming down on the Earth again, it looks like.
Enormous power grows.
You and I were meant to be out here.
Oh, yeah, check out his man bun. That definitely tells you the type of people that the creators are trying to sway you toward him thinking he is. Give him a beard and some glasses and a big growth on his ear, and you'll know exactly who they're making fun of there.
In the darkness, in the fight. Fire! That's who we are born to be.
Okay, another... Man, they're showing a lot of stuff really quickly here. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we have some more proto-molecule people here. Not sure if I recognize that person. All right, December 10th. That's when we're getting it. All right, don't care about your other promo stuff. You know what the heck? It's right here. Let's watch the recap as well.
I'm Christian Avasarala, UN Deputy Undersecretary.
So this is also a quick season 1 through 5 recap. Which I don't know how they're going to recap. There's a lot that happened in the first 5 seasons.
My fellow citizens, we have arrived at the dawn of a new era. We will face the unknown.
So the recap is starting with like season 5. Interesting.
Together.
It's all got to do with her. Picked up a mayday. Looks like a light freighter. Calls herself the Scopuline.
So season 1, when it started out, it really... I really liked how it did start out small with just the single contained ship, and then it slowly started branching out. Well, you had the contained ship, you had what was going on in the Ring in series, and then you also had what was going on in Earth in the political spectrum of things, and you slowly branch out over time. They did a wonderful job with that throughout the entire series.
Obligated to check it out.
It's some kind of trap.
Canterbury burn like hell, you got incoming.
Uh-oh.
You are prisoners of the Mars Congressional Republic.
They also really made Mars to look like these horrible bad guys. You know, they're these hyper militaristic macho people coming through, and then when you finally get to Mars, and especially when Mars loses its way, it's really nice to see how quickly a society that once had a straightforward mission can break down very quickly.
Whoever's responsible for this is trying to blame Mars for everything.
I want you to get Mr. Holden off of this ship and safely back to MCRN command.
I'm working on a story about the proto-molecule. It was on Phoebe until the Martians vaporized it. Then it was on Eros and ran wild until you and your friend Miller.
Okay, yeah, the Eros stuff, I really liked that. Miller was one of my favorite characters, especially first season. Miller is awesome. He's like this grizzled noir detective on a space station. It was very cyberpunk.
And Julie Mao burned it up in Venus. Now a big ring-shaped hunk of it, which you switched on, is ushering humanity out into the cosmos.
We Belters toil and suffer.
Also, the opening of the rings and being able to move between galaxies was a nice, interesting way to move the story forward and keep things going and expanding.
Fuck.
Yeah, I should kill myself for that joke.
Earth and Mars.
Also, they're probably not going to show him there. We saw a quick instance of the Belters there and the what is it? The Alliance of all of the Belter gangs, basically. Jared Harris was freaking awesome in this show. I loved Jared Harris's character.
Their solar system on our backs. One day Mars will use its might to wrest control of Earth, and Earth will go to war to take it back.
There's a shadow government working within the UN. I need to know who is doing this.
I can't hear you! We train.
I also really liked the Martian Marines. They were really cool. I like Bobby's character as well. Strong female character who's able to be vulnerable at times, and she wasn't able to just immediately start working her way around Earth when she got there. She actually had to struggle and get help from other people. But she overcomes and she grows as a person until she, winds up leaving behind the ideology that she's grown up with and has to create her own. Bobby was another excellent character.
All our lives for this. The sooner we have it out with Earth, the better.
There's something rotten on Mars. Assuming you're offered to work together is still open, I accept.
The dream of Mars is dying! I am requesting political asylum on Earth!
That was another thing I really liked when Bobby finally goes over to the Earthers. She's not just immediately accepted with open arms. I mean, Avasarala really liked her, but she had to actually earn the trust of other people.
Molecule has changed everything. Earth has it.
Also, Dominique Tipper, what was her character's name? The chick they just showed right there with the side-shaved head. Yeah, her. I was worried about her for like the first, the first 2 seasons or so. She gets very close to being a Mary Sue, and then they rip that all right back as soon as she lets it out that she had hidden part of the proto-molecule, and everybody immediately just turns on her and you were a liar, you were playing us for fools. I really like that, and it really fixed the one issue I had with her character, was that she was starting to feel very Mary Sue-like. And then they do it again in season 5 when she goes onto the planet through the ring, and she can't handle it. She's not able to handle any situation that comes up to her. She really needed to get knocked down a couple of pegs and have to work her way back up. And they, once again, excellent character building. Part of the reasons why I love this show.
Everything. Earth has it. Mars has it.
Tell me, what did you do? Earthers have a home. It's time, Belter.
Oh yeah, Jared Harris. I will watch anything with Jared Harris in it. I freaking love this guy. He is an amazing actor. His dad was really good too. But Jared Harris, and especially in this show, wonderful. He's got this bit of a sleazy gangster attitude to him, but he's also a freedom fighter. Once again, excellent character. I need to stop repeating myself.
Head 1, 2.
The ring gates and the ring worlds belong to the belt, to Belters.
They're calling the planet Elus.
And if it is another Eros?
Evacuate the Belters and get the hell out of there.
This planet is not what you think it is.
I heard you were in another world.
How was it?
Giant alien machines came out of the ground and exploded.
This place is our only hope.
We're not giving it up.
Also, the contention between the Belters and the Earth Corporation, that was a good struggle between the two factions, and you have, the Rocinante crew stuck between them. They really just know how to keep a story going well with this. Now, I do believe I have heard rumors that Season 6 is going to be the final season, and it might be about time to wrap it up. Personally, I have always preferred that a show end when the creators want it to end, rather than drag it out longer than it needs to be. For instance, with Amazon, what they did with Season 4 of Man in the High Castle. Season 4 didn't need to happen. The book ends where Season 3 ends. They open up the portals, and they're able to look through, and spoiler alerts. But yeah, I do worry about Amazon trying to drag something on longer than it needs to. But I am hopeful for The Expanse. Having gone to Amazon, they've had 3 solid seasons made there that have done really well.
Marco Inaros is looking to make a name for himself.
Marco's gonna accomplish what Anderson does and Fred Johnson could not. Nothing you do now will stop what's coming.
I used to run with the OPA. I had a child with Marco Inaros. Philip.
My son. Citizens of the Belt.
Yeah, the way they use Marcos as well as sort of this Che Guevara-esque character, and they really actually portray him very well, because Che Guevara is always made out to be this freedom fighter and this revolutionary, but really he just wanted to conquer. That was all he ever wanted to really do, and you see that a lot with Marcos. He's not just there to be a freedom fighter and speak for all of these people. He's really very self-centered when you get down to it. And he cares more about conquering than actually making connections and trying to help his people out.
This day is ours. Rise up now.
You have committed the entire belt to war with the Inners.
Inaros has ships. He has the proto-molecule. If we go toe-to-toe with him, we could lose.
With this attack,
The Inners will never perceive us as weak again.
Oh yeah, and that scene when it happened in Season 5, when the comet hit, ooh man, that caught me a little bit off guard, seeing them floating in toward there with the Martian stealth tech on them. Yeah, that was a good mid-season climax. Well, I am certainly looking forward to this season coming up. It's The Expanse is one of the few shows that I'm actually holding out hope for, and I'm hoping we'll do a good job. I would really like to see that happen. I've lost a lot of hope for most shows, especially from Amazon. They tend to do one season really well, or pretty well, and then the second season comes along, and it's almost as if the studio execs are coming in and really getting heavy-handed with what they want to happen, particularly with identity politics and the like. We saw this with The Boys Season 2. They were really heavy with the identity politics, or like I said before, Season 4 of Man in the High Castle, where it felt like they just ran out of ideas. That was almost like Game of Thrones, to where they ran out of material and they're just dragging along, and it seems like these writers are really good at transforming pre-existing material into something good that translates well from page to screen, but they aren't very good at coming up with their own original ideas, which is an indictment of these people. I'll admit I'm not the best at coming up with original ideas. I tend to go with when I run D&D games and the like, and I'm doing my own material, I tend to go with the creative blender, which is you take 3 ideas, 2 which are similar, 1 which is completely dissimilar, and then you put them all together and you blend them up into one original thing. And I just don't think they were capable of doing that properly with that particular writing team. Or it might have been too much of a struggle to keep the material going when it was meant to end. So I've never read the books for The Expanse. From what I understand, it's kind of like reading the books for Game of Thrones, if you've watched particularly the first 5 or 6 seasons of the show, where there's actually book material. It's much of the same. The plot isn't very different, but you'll get a little bit more background information throughout. If I ever run out of books, I might give them a try, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this, and I'll give you guys an update when the show is actually coming out and some more episodes drop. But either way, all of you have a wonderful day, and never be afraid to speak your mind.
What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice. Oh, waka waka!